Welcome back to the basement.
And today, we're going back to 1929.
Chicago, Prohibition, gangsters in tailored suits.
Ain't nothing better than a good mob story, you know that?
Absolutely right.
And one of the most infamous mass murders in American history.
A St. Valentine's Day massacre.
7 men lined up against a brick wall, executed in broad daylight.
And to this day, no one has been convicted of it.
But everyone thinks they know who did it.
Al Capone.
Ain't nobody gonna tell. Alright, let's head down to the basement.
So before we even get to February 14th, 1929, we need to understand Chicago at that time.
Prohibition is in full swing. Alcohol is illegal nationwide.
Which basically means alcohol's everywhere.
All those speakeasies, bootlegging routes, corrupt cops, it's a gold mine.
And two major players dominate Chicago's underworld.
Al Capone on the south side.
And George Bugs Moran on the north side.
And these guys, they hate each other.
Not just rivalry. This is a turf war level hatred.
Shootings, hijackings, retaliation hits, and it's escalating constantly.
So here's what allegedly happened. Capone's organization wants Moran gone.
And Moran had been interfering with Capone's liquor shipments. Now, if we know anything from mob movies, you start interfering with their money, something bad gonna happen to you.
You don't mess with their money. So a plan forms. Lure Moran and his men into a warehouse at 2122 North Clark Street.
The bait, a shipment of stolen whiskey at a good price.
February 14th, Valentine's Day, around 10:30 in the morning.
7 men are inside the garage.
But here's the twist. Bugs Moran is running late.
Which might be the only reason he survived.
So we're getting here. A black Cadillac pulls up outside.
2 men dressed as police officers get out, along with 2 others in plain clothes.
Witnesses later say it looked like a routine police raid.
The men inside the warehouse, they didn't resist.
They line up against the brick wall.
And then the shooting starts.
Thompson submachine guns, shotguns.
Over 70 rounds fired.
7 men are left on the floor.
And here's the chilling part. The fake cops walk the 2 plainclothes men out with their hands up.
To make it look like arrest.
Broad daylight deception. That's pretty slick right there.
That is slick, man. They had it figured out. They knew what was going on. Just like a typical mob movie.
Yep.
But when real police arrive, the scene is chaos.
1 victim, Frank Gusenberg, is still alive.
He's asked who shot him.
His response, nobody shot me.
That's the mob code. Even dying, he's not going to talk.
And he died 3 hours later. But he knew that if he lived and he told, he'd be a rat, and probably his own crime family would take him out for that.
Oh, absolutely. Now, this is where things start to get complicated.
Al Capone was in Florida at the time.
Solid alibi, public appearances.
But that doesn't mean he didn't order it. And that's how this works. Organized crime, you got a guy at the top.
Absolutely. So most historians believe that the hit was orchestrated by Capone's organization.
Possibly by Jack Machine Gun McGurn.
The weapons were traced back to Capone affiliates years later.
But no one was ever convicted of the massacre itself.
Instead, Capone eventually goes down for tax evasion.
It's crazy how that always works.
It's always. That's the catch-all.
Yeah. they get him on a RICO or something.
Yeah.
And that feels almost anticlimactic for everything that happened.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's just talk about Chicago. Gang violence really wasn't, anything new to Chicago at that time. That's what was going on.
But this was theatrical.
Uniforms, daylight, military-style execution.
And the public reaction was intense.
It embarrassed the city.
It embarrassed law enforcement.
And it accelerated federal pressure on organized crime.
The massacre marks a turning point.
Public opinion starts shifting.
The glamour of gangsters began to fade.
And federal authorities start building cases differently.
They're following money instead of guns.
Which ultimately lands Capone in prison in 1931 for tax evasion.
But Al Capone's a legend.
Yeah, but in reality, 7 men died in a concrete garage.
Some were hardened criminals.
Some were associates.
But it was still a calculated execution.
And it reshaped how America viewed organized crime.
To this day, no one was officially convicted for the St. Valentine's Day massacre.
But it remains one of the most iconic moments in mob history.
It's cinematic, it's brutal, it's a symbol of an era.
And it all happened on Valentine's Day.
Well, I don't like it anyway. Which is maybe the darkest irony of all.
If you enjoyed today's episode of The Basement, make sure to follow, rate, and share. And get on Facebook. We're on Facebook, YouTube, all that. Give us a follow. Give us a subscription.
And also let us know, do you think Capone ordered the hit? I'm going to go 100% that he ordered the hit.
100% it was Al
100%.
Capone. Because, I mean, that was his biggest rival. And luckily, you know,
Yeah. Well,
Moran was running late, so he was spared from it.
I'm gonna do a super hot take right here.
What you got?
Organized crime like this is still a problem.
Yeah, it is. It's just done in different ways.
I don't guess it's a hot take, but I don't. You know, you see mob movies, they driving 1920s and 30s models cars and different kind, or maybe some of them up in the 80s or 70s, whatever, you know.
Right.
But these guys still out here doing this stuff.
Yeah.
And there's cops that's on their payroll. It's just like the movies.
Yeah,
these guys got cities by the, you know, they got them by the kahunas. You know, there ain't nothing they can do about it.
Nothing they can do it. So with that being said, we'll see you next time.
Stay safe out there.